Hello and welcome to an India Today special broadcast that comes to you from the Sri Ram Temple at Ayodhya. I'm Gaurav Sawant. The images that you see on your television screens of the Ram Temple under construction. The Divya Bhavya Ram Temple here at Ayodhya. Work on at a very fast pace to ensure that construction for phase 1, that's the ground floor of the temple, is completed before the 22nd of January. That's where the consecration of the temple or the idol of Lord Ram or Ram Lala, a 5-year-old child Ram, will be installed here at the temple. Now, what's happening right now? Stonework is happening. Makrana marble is being used for flooring on the ground floor. So that's the work that's happening right now. That's point one. Point two, if you look at this Parkota wall that is being made, this is 14 feet wide. Let me tell you more about the Parkota wall and let's try and get you closer to the Ram temple. We'll come closer to the Ram temple to be able to show you the effort that is happening right now. Now, these stones, Bansi Paharpur stones, have been brought from Rajasthan. These stones are being used for this temple. Apart from the Bansi Paharpur stones, granite has been brought in from Karnataka. Granite has been brought in from Karnataka for this construction work, for the Ram temple construction here at Ayodhya. This is going to be spread over 20 acres of land. The entire land which the Hindu side got was 70 acres. Let's try and get you closer to the Ram temple. I'll ask our camera person Sachin Chandok to come closer as we move closer to the Sri Ram temple at Ayodhya. This is the work that's happening. Road construction activity happening simultaneously, and as we go closer to the temple, you can look at the kind of stone that is being used here. So this is the Bansi Paharpur stone. अब आप हमें समझाने का प्रयास कीजिए।
अभी हम इसमें उत्तर दिशा में हम मंदिर की साइड खड़े हैं। तो ये हमारा ईस्ट साइड जो पूर्व दिशा है वो मंदिर की एंट्री है। मेन एंट्री जो वहाँ पे दिख रही है वो हमारा परकोटा है जहाँ से पिलग्रिम्स आएंगे। दैट इज द मेन एंट्री जो रामपथ से होते हुए वहाँ से होते हुए यहाँ से अंदर घुसेंगे, पोडियम पे आएंगे, कोर्टयार्ड में यहाँ से अंदर जाएंगे, यहीं से लाइन लगेंगे और सामने अंदर गर्भगृह है जी। ये हमारा पूरा ये इस तरह से यहाँ पे हम खड़े हैं।
तो यहाँ जो मुख्य परकोटा है, जो ये कहा जा रहा है 14 फीट चौड़ी दीवार है, ये मुख्य परकोटा
अभी जो हमारा प्रायोरिटी देखिए, परकोटा चारों साइड फैला हुआ 800 मीटर का है जी, क्योंकि ये बहुत बड़ा काम है। अभी जो हमारा प्रायोरिटी का वो एंट्री का है, वो एंट्री हमारी कंप्लीट हो जाएगी। जो आपको दिख रहा है अभी 10 दिन के अंदर ये स्कैफोल्डिंग वगैरह सब निकल जाएगी और हमारा काम कंप्लीट हो जाएगा।
ठीक है। और जो 6 मंदिर चारों
वो सप्तऋषि मंदिर हैं, उसका काम अभी शुरू नहीं हुआ है। वो हमारा सेकंड फेज में जनवरी के बाद स्टार्ट करेंगे। वो हमारा साउथ दिशा में दक्षिण की तरफ है वो।
और जो परकोटा पे मंदिर बन रहे हैं,
परकोटा में हमारे ये कोने पे 4 मंदिर हैं, इनकी फाउंडेशन हो गई है, इसका काम अभी स्टार्ट नहीं हुआ है। 2 मंदिर बीच में है, ये काम भी हमारा जनवरी के बाद शुरू होगा।
गर्भगृह अगर पूछे तो गर्भगृह कहाँ?
गर्भगृह हमारा पश्चिम दिशा में है जी। ये पीछे हमारा प्रार्थना कीर्तन मंडप है, फिर उसके पीछे बीच में गर्भगृह है।
यहाँ अगर आप देखें तो परकोटा की इस तरह की दीवार, इस तरफ की दीवार पूरी बन चुकी है और 3,500 इस समय 3,500 कर्मी लगातार काम कर रहे हैं। 3,500 workers are working round the clock. Let me get you closer to some of these complexes so that we can show you where the temple is being constructed. Now, these are the workers. क्या नाम है आपका? कहाँ से आप?
जी, झारखंड से। मैं राजेंद्र सिंह।
राजेंद्र, क्या काम कर रहे हैं आप यहाँ पर?
वो इसका फोल्डिंग कर रहा हूँ।
स्कैफोल्डिंग का काम कर रहे हैं। क्या नाम है आपका?
कन्हैया लाल गुप्ता।
गुप्ता जी, कहाँ से आप?
बहराइच से।
आप बहराइच से? तो उत्तर प्रदेश से ही आप। तो क्या काम करते हैं आप यहाँ?
हेल्पर का काम करते हैं।
अरे बहुत भी बढ़िया। और आप यहाँ पर क्या काम कर रहे हैं? क्या नाम है आपका?
हमारा नाम अनिल मौर्य।
क्या करते हो आप?
प्लास्टर का काम करते हैं।
तो कब से काम कर रहे हैं यहाँ?
1 महीना हो गया।
1 महीना हो गया। आपको?
मेरा 1.5 महीना हो गया।
हाँ, क्या नाम है आपका?
राम मलेश्वर।
अच्छा, और आप क्या काम करते हैं?
हम सिविल का काम करते हैं।
तो इस तरह से there are 3,500 workers who've been working round the clock for the construction of the Ram temple. there is a history. This part of the temple is at its narrowest. If we could show you the temple at its narrowest here, because this was the plot where that mosque structure was. That mosque structure, after the Supreme Court order, this land has now was given to the Hindu side, and that is where construction activities started, virtually round the clock. It will happen in several phases. What's unique in this temple is that there is no iron that is being used. When you talk about RCC, there isn't reinforced concrete that's being used here. There is stone dust is being used instead of sand, and that is to give it more in the base. That is to give it more strength. And the levels, 14 meters, when you talk to engineers on ground, 14 meters of base has been created across 6 acres of land. So that shows you the wide area where the base was created, and then granite was brought in. Granite was brought in from Karnataka for strengthening the other levels before stone construction has started. Now this is floor 1, some parts of work on floor 2, and then the shikhar will be 161 feet. That will be the height of the temple here at Ayodhya. There is something about our country's culture which is extremely, extremely significant. The fact that everyone comes together for work to happen. Even if you're Lord Ram, to cross Ma Ganga, you need the Kevat Raj or the Nishad Raj. So there is a Nishad Raj temple that is coming up. Ma Shabri, who fed bear to Bhagwan Ram, there is a Ma Shabri temple that is coming up. There is also a Mata Ahilya temple that is coming up. Again, an effort to show that even for Lord Ram, everyone has to come together to make his work happen. We've talked about the Hanuman temple that's coming up. We've talked about the Ganesh temple that's coming up. We've talked about the Jatayu temple that's coming up. And when you read the Ramayana, all of them played a very significant role in the life of Maryada Purushottam Shri Ram. But the beginning, of course, happens. He was born here in that place where the temple is coming up, where the Garbh Grah of the temple is coming up. That is where Lord Ram was born. The effort, as far as the temple administration is concerned, is to ensure that a temple lasts the next 1,000 years. The reason why iron is not being used, because iron has a life of between 80 to 100 years, 120 years max. Beyond that, there is a decay. The effort is to ensure that there is no decay when this temple is there for future generations to come. Also, the contribution of people from different parts of the country. We spoke to some of the workers who were here, who've come in from Karnataka, some who've come in from Maharashtra, some who are here from Gujarat. A large number of workers are here from Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Orissa. There are also workers here from other parts of the country. Those who are engaged in the stonework predominantly are this Bansi Paharpur stone. And I want you to take a closer look at this stone from this Bansi Paharpur rock. It's easier to carve out this rock. And in these rock carvings, you will notice that the Sanatan culture or the Hindu culture, it's depicted virtually in every block of stone that is created here, that is being used here. This was conceptualized initially, the use of Bansi Paharpur stone, and that concept is still being used. We'll try and speak to more engineers engaged in this project, but more than just the construction of a temple or giving a boost to the economy of Ayodhya or giving employment to thousands of these workers, the bigger message that actually goes out here is the cultural reunification of Bharat. Lord Ram his life was all about how everyone came together. So from Ayodhya, killing demons, after slaying the demons, he also went to Janakpur, where he married Mata Sita. So an invitation has gone out to Janakpur, an invitation has gone out to Sitamarhi. People will be coming from there in large numbers. There are invitations that have gone out to over 125 different sects of or puja padvatis that are followed in our country, and more than 4,000 saints and seers are expected here on the 22nd of January when the Pran Pratishtha takes place. There is also a very interesting way that this will happen. So the process of the Pran Pratishtha will start on the 16th of January. The idol of Lord Ram will travel to various temples in Ayodhya, because Ram Lala, or that 5-year-old child, will actually see his area before he ultimately comes here to the Garbhagriha. Now, the main idol which is being built, so 3 different idols of Lord Ram are currently under construction. 2 using the Karnataka Krishna Shila from Karnataka, and 1 using marble from Makarana. Ultimately, one of those 3 will be selected for consecration at the Garbhagriha. It will be a standing idol of Lord Ram, of a 5-year-old child, Ram Lala. And you would be able to see the eyes of a 5-year-old child and the feet of a 5-year-old child. So it will be a 51-inch tall statue of Lord Ram. While we talk about it, I also want to show you another image. Work that goes on almost non-stop. So one section of workers have completed their work and they are now going home, while another section of workers are coming, and you can hear chants of Jai Shri Ram. So let's get closer to some of these workers. यहाँ क्या जय श्री राम के नारे लगते रहते हैं काम के दौरान?
जी बहुत, क्योंकि सबको बहुत खुशी है राम मंदिर बनने की, तो इसलिए सब लोग जहाँ पे भी मौका मिलता है जय श्री राम के नारे लगाने से पीछे नहीं हटता कोई भी।
तो इस समय आपको ये सब काम लगता है कि आपको लगता है कि आप भी रामचंद्र जी के काम के लिए यहाँ पर आए हैं?
यहाँ रामचंद्र जी के काम के लिए आए हैं। यहाँ पर हम काम करने वैसे एक्चुअली नहीं आए हैं, ठीक है जी सर।
क्या नाम है आपका, कहाँ क्या?
हरकेश कुमार है, जौनपुर के रहने वाले हैं।
और आपका क्या नाम है? आपका?
मेरा नाम गुरपिंदर सिंह है, पंजाब से हूँ, गुरदासपुर से बटाला से।
और आप क्या कर रहे हो यहाँ पर?
जहाँ मैं LNT में जॉब कर रहा हूँ, लेकिन श्री राम जी ने हमको भी मौका दिया है इधर सेवा करने का, तो उन्होंने बुला लिया। अभी मेरे को 2 महीना हुआ इधर आके, लेकिन हमको बहुत खुशी है इधर काम करके, अभी सेवा करके हमको बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है, मन को बहुत संतुष्टि हो रही है। इधर आए हैं तो लग रहा है कि राम जी ने हमको भी अपनी सेवा करने का हमको मौका दे दिया साथ साथ।
अच्छा, और गर्भगृह में आसपास कितना काम हो गया है? आपको क्या क्या लगता है, किस गति पर आप काम कर रहे हैं?
नहीं, गर्भगृह का जो काम है बहुत स्पीड से चल रहा है, और मैक्सिमम काम जो है ना गर्भगृह का खत्म हो गया है, और जहाँ पे रामलला जी की मूर्ति विराजमान होने वाली है वो एकदम रेडी है।
क्या बात है। और यही कहा भी जा रहा है, और यहाँ कुछ महिला कर्मी भी हैं, उनसे भी बात करने की कोशिश हम करते हैं। क्या नाम है आपका और आप यहाँ पर क्या काम कर रहे हैं?
मेरा नाम दक्षता है, मैं यहाँ पे कंसल्टेंट आर्किटेक्ट की तरह आई एम वर्किंग है। सो आई एम टेकिंग केयर ऑफ ऑल द फ्लोरिंग वर्क एंड द इनले वर्क विच इज गोइंग ऑन ग्राउंड फ्लोर। तो ग्राउंड फ्लोर पे जितना भी काम चल रहा है, जो भगवान रामलला का जो सिंहासन बना है उसका भी पूरा काम मैंने ही देखा है। उधर हो गया है वो काम पूरा, अभी उस पे सोने का पतरा चढ़ने के लिए गया हुआ है, तो वो आके वो भी तैयार हो जाएगा। और काम काफी अच्छा चल रहा है यहाँ पे, हम काफी मेहनत से काम कर रहे हैं।
आपको क्या अनुभूति होती है कि आप गर्भगृह में काम कर रही हैं, जहाँ रामलला स्थापित होंगे, उनकी मूर्ति वहाँ पर स्थापित होगी?
बड़ा अच्छा फील होता है, मतलब कि वो ऐसी जगह है जहाँ पे आज से करीबन 1 महीने बाद में, 1 महीना भी नहीं बचा अब तो, वहाँ पे रामलला जी विराजमान होंगे। उधर हम कम से कम 10 दिन तक सुबह से शाम तक वहीं पे खड़े थे, तो बहुत अच्छा महसूस होता है कि वो अपॉर्चुनिटी हमें मिली कि हम वो कर सकते हैं। तो हर कोई कहता है कोई अच्छा पुण्य करा है जब आपको इतना अच्छा सौभाग्य प्राप्त हुआ है कि आप भगवान जी का सिंहासन खुद से बना रहे हैं।
is the retaining wall that is being constructed, and it's a 2-storied wall that's coming up. Parkota is like a fortress wall. As you walk around, and I'll request our camera person Sachin to just pan around and show you it's like a wall of a fortress. The fact that it's 14 feet wide, it's 2-storied in height and almost 750 meters in length. So this will be the parikrama of the Sri Ram temple here. Multiple temples being built here. You're looking at other idols of Lord Hanuman outside the Parkota. There are other temples that are coming up around this. Then let's come closer and look at the shikhars and the walls. So multi-storied temple. It will be a 3-storied temple. The pinnacle or the height of the shikhar would be 161 on top. That will be the top. That is where the Suryavanshi flag will come up. Whether people will be permitted to go on the top floor, it's still not clear. On ground floor is the temple of Ramlala, and on the first floor will be the Sri Ram Darbar. All these machines, there are more than 100 machines that are engaged here in the task of getting stones, the stones that are then carved, and then the stones that are pieced together. And every bit, now when you see the layering that takes place, whether it is the stone dust concrete layering that is taking place, or the granite layering that is taking place, or stones that are brought in, there are various institutions that are involved in this task. Every second day there is verification of the process. Whether when you talk about compacting the cement, whether that compacting has been done according to set norms and standards. Only when that is verified do they proceed with the next step. And again, when imagine if there are 14 or 15 layers of compacting that is done in one area, or 40 layers of compacting that's done in another area, the amount of time it takes for this task. But again, the feeling here is it is happening for the next 1,000 years. Every person who's engaged in the task of being a part of this Ram temple construction, the yajna for a Ram temple construction, will carry that certificate, and future generations will see how they were involved in the construction of a Divya, Bhavya Ram temple at Ayodhya.